Yeah, what you're seeing right now is my super cool setup for my Wii. Today we're gonna be modifying and modding this thing so that I can run Homebrew. And yeah, let's get into it. Document again. So once you have your SD card in your PC, computer, Mac, whatever, you guys are gonna come to this Wii Modding Doc, just like I have in the description for you guys. And just keep in mind, same thing as last time. Well, if you're here for the Wii U stuff, then it'll be last time for you. But there is a chance of a console break. It's very small. It's very little. You can see how little this is. That's how big of a chance you have of breaking your console. And there's backups and ways we can go and save it that we'll discuss later in the video. So, anyway, let's get started. Here are the parts. You need a computer, Mac or Windows in this case. A Wii. Well, obviously, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have a Wii. And an SD card. You see. Because where else are we going to put the files? Because the Wii does not have a spot for the USB. At least for the Homebrew stuff in this case. It has to be an SD card. So anyway, first thing we're going to need here is to actually go hop on the Wii. So first thing we need from here is the MAC address of your Wii. Now we got to make sure it's updated all the way to version 4.3. And yeah, it's gonna have a U since mine is a United States of America Wii. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go make sure our date is correct, and you'll see why in a few minutes. So after you select that, you're gonna go over to Internet. You're gonna select it, console information, and you're gonna copy down your MAC address, and then it's computer time. All right. Next, after you get the stuff on your Wii, we're gonna go and open up this letter bomb thing, right? You're gonna type in your MAC address, and then it's gonna ask you to bundle the Hack Me installer. We're gonna do that, and now then you're gonna cut the red wire or the blue wire. The most impossible question ever. Just cut either of them; they both work. It doesn't matter. You should go to your downloads whenever it's done. And then I'll meet you guys on the SD card to see what's next. I'm gonna pop open the Letterbomb zip file folder. You're gonna see all these text documents. Don't bother reading them unless you really want to. And we're gonna grab these two things and we're gonna yank them over here. So basically, after this, right? You know what? We got the SD card set up. We got over here. We got our stuff. I want you guys to do again, just like the Wii U stuff. Have everything right here. I have my Wii stuff over here. I'm not going to show you that since that has some files that we don't necessarily, you guys don't need to start off with, but I have console specific stuff on there. I don't want to confuse you guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into our browser real fast. Close that. We're going to go and grab the everything bundle. Download it, and then I'll meet you guys on the SD card. Alright, so after you guys have opened up your SD card, the zip file, everything in it, you're going to just drag all this into the root of the SD card. Leave everything how it is. Alright, so now this is the SD card. Now here's our little folder of everything. So I'm just gonna put everything like that. So right here we need, this is our custom firmware. Up here we have, this is what we just did, which was the Letterbomb SD. Now we have the Homebrew channel on the Wii stuff. And fun fact, the Homebrew channel and all the stuff all the WADs we're about to download, like the ones in here, you should have these two right here. Like this YOM. This is how you're gonna get installed in some of your WADs that you get. If you don't have Wii Loader or something like that, this is just, so it's just like it's basically just for installing stuff on there. And here we have the USB Loader GX. Yes, it's the same USB Loader GX from the Wii. Oh yeah, right. You guys haven't done that video yet. I gotta do that. But it's the same one we're gonna install on the Wii U. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go and make sure we have everything here in apps. All that's right there, perfect. And little treat that I've given you guys is if there's a little theme folder right here, and you can go and have all these themes, and we'll get into what they actually do later. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You guys can have fun goofing off with the themes. So now we're gonna go chuck the SD card in. Boom. I love the little animation it does. It just looks really nice. So anyway, we're gonna go into the Wii message board, and we're gonna go look for that SD card bomb letter. So this is why we need the date to be correct, because if you can't find it, then you won't be able to get the SD card bomb. So anyway, should be able to find it, and if it doesn't pop up, turn off and turn on your SD console, and make sure your SD card is formatted to FAT32. And click it, and it'll be good. Now on this part, you're gonna see this. It's just basically saying don't pay for this or anything like that. And it's gonna be there for a few minutes. And press 1. It's gonna say that the Homebrew channel and boot meter can be able to be installed. We need those, so we're gonna say continue. Then we're gonna say continued. It might say continue, only be installed by iOS, but don't worry, it'd be fine. So just say install the Homebrew channel with both of the on the D-pad. Say yes, continue. So we'll install the Homebrew channel. You can also uninstall the Homebrew channel from here as well. And so do the same thing with boot me. Click it. Then install it as boot 2 if it pops up for you, or only as iOS if you can't do an iOS. So it boot me as iOS. So now that we are in the Homebrew channel, our app should pop up. Ah, there they are. Beautiful, amazing. Anyway, so what we're going to do first, we're going to go install preloader. Make sure you have the internal SD slot selected as your thingy. So yeah, we're going to go and hit preloader installer. So it's going to install everything, then press A. Don't worry about any of the not found files, it's going to make those for you. And so next thing we're going to do is go and now we're going to do a goofy funny thing. Well, on your Wii console, we're going to turn it off and then turn it back on and hold reset. Once you hold reset, you should get to this screen. So here we're gonna do some system menu hacks, and we're gonna go and you enable some things, but you guys can do whatever you guys want. You guys can just do what you want. Edit it, hack your Wii U however you want. This is your chance. This is your chance to do all that. But what we want at the top is the first two. Alright, so once you're done with your system menu hacks, you're going to go and select boot me, iOS, and then your Wii remote will suddenly become useless because whoever made this I don't know, they just decided you're not allowed to use the Wii remote. So you're going to be using the power button to move and reset to select. I know it's weird, but yeah, we're going to go and actually copy the NAND down. So go over to options, which is the gears, and then select the SD card thing. And then we're going to go leave it here for a few minutes. And it will say some bad blocks, but it's going to go over it again and go fix them. So I'll meet you guys when it's done. So we're going to go back and select the Wii. And there we go, just as normal. Homebrew channel at the top. And we're almost done actually. So pop open the custom iOS installer, and we're gonna go and install a few things onto it. Just wait for it to go through, and then here's where we're gonna go. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go change the first CIOS to DX2 V11 Beta 1. We're gonna leave that one alone. Change the base to 38. Change the COIOS slot to 48. And change the version to 65535. And yeah, we're gonna leave that alone, and we'll press A again. We're gonna let it download. Then the next one is gonna be the same top one. Then we're gonna change the base to 56, but we're gonna change the slot to 49. Leave everything else the same. Press A. Next base is 57, and the next slot is 250. Press A again. And then the base is 58, and then the slot is 251. And then we are officially done. Next, after you're done, go into the Homebrew app and then open up some YAML mod and make sure your storage device is WiiSD. Press the A button to continue. And if your thing crashes, just press the home button. This is where we're going to be installing our WADs. So install the two that you should have right here. Install them by pressing A, then A again, then press any button to continue, and do the same thing with any other WADs you may have on there. So sometimes your Wii Motion Plus controllers might be funny, and also third parties, but that's only some controllers. But just be careful, you might want to have an original Wii remote just for any safety. Okay, just boot up USB Loader GX. I'm going to press A to enable SD card mode. That's what we got. We're going to wait for it to load up. And yeah, you should see your things right here. Now there is a setting that you can turn on that will allow you to go look at your everything, which is right here. Press settings. That's not it, but we're going to do something else. We're going to make it SD card mode on launch. So we will turn off the mount at USB. And next we're going to go over here to custom paths. This is where we're going to get our themes from. Theme path. Make sure we got everything here. So we're going to go and select our USB Loader GX. And we're going to go to themes. And then you just select whichever theme you want from here. And yeah, it should pop up right there, and you should have like that path right there. We're good. Then you can just change it to whatever theme you want. Open the theme menu, and here's where you're gonna go find your themes. Next, if you shove a disc up your Wii, it will ask you if you want to install a game. You can select yes, and then afterwards it should install. Right now we got Wii Sports installed, and we can go and have New Super Mario Bros. Wii also install, and press OK, and then it will install. Next, the Wahoo game will be over here, and you can play it right here on USB Loader GX. Pretty cool. You can install as many as you want. Now, if you notice, you can go into cover mode right here, and you might be wondering, how the f do I get these covers? Because they're gonna look blank to you at first. You're just gonna go select cover download, and we should be good. Yep, that's pretty much it. So if you're like me and don't like going to the Wii menu every single time you back out of a Wii game, go to loader settings, then go all the way down until you find the return to. This will allow you to go return to any channel you want, and I'm just going to select USB Loader GX. And then done, you're good. Now every single time you press the home menu, you should go back to the USB Loader GX. One last thing, this Homebrew browser thing is basically just a easier way of installing things. It's like the open shop channel link that we have in the Wii Modding Doc, except it's just easier and more convenient since you can just go over here and install them that way. But yes, that is how you homebrew your Wii console. Next thing we're going to be doing is modifying the Wii U's Virtual Wii. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. We're going to be setting up Reconnect and Wii Link in its future video along with Nintendo. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.